Okay, the lesson today, I will ask you to write another explanation text. This time you are not going to write it in forms of a brochure. I will ask you to write just in form of a text, a simple text. All right? Write an explanation text. All right, this will be the structure of your explanation text. Everybody, please copy this. Don't forget, today is 25th of January. Write it on your notebook or your thinking journal. Write it now. After this, you will write an explanation text based on this structure. First, what you need to have is title, which identify the topic of your explanation. You may post this as a question at the beginning with how or why. Okay, the title is important, remember. Michael, please write it down. Come on, children. Next, what you need is a strong opening statement, or this is what we call as a general statement. Or maybe you can also consider this as uh, the description, all right? Description. It's identifying the process to be explained. What is it about? Maybe it's about giant crystal cave, so you explain the description of giant crystal cave. Emphasize the process rather than the particular thing involved in the process. You need to emphasize the process because you're explaining how or why. The next thing you need is the sequencing. Use sequential paragraphs or statements describing how or why something happens. Remember, you need to show connections such as cause and effect or temporal sequence. This is where you need to write using connectives. Very important because you are using sequential paragraphs. Okay, so you need to write using connectives or incorporate complex sentence. Wrapping it up is actually the last paragraph. The last paragraph is a strong concluding paragraph or sentence that draws everything together and it will add more validity to your explanation. I will give you an example, so don't worry about this. Simply note this down first. The last one to be in your explanation text would be visuals. You can use graphic or diagram or even picture, okay? Use graphic organizers, labeled diagrams, and even videos. Of course, videos will not be possible because you are writing a text, okay? If you are using digital text, yes, videos is possible. But for us, this is not digital. Okay, I'll give you about 5 minutes to finish this. Okay, I'm going to continue, all right? Remember that the structure of an explanation text consists of titles, strong opening statement, and then we have sequencing, and then we have wrapping it up as the last paragraph or the closing paragraph. The last part we have is visual, either in forms of graphic organizer, a diagram, or a picture. Now, this is an example. Here you go. Look at this example. You don't have to write this down. You don't have to write this down. Okay, I just want to tell you how it goes. Here, how kites fly. That's the title. Remember, the title starts with how. And then I have the opening statement. The opening statement is here, strong opening statement. All right. Can somebody help me to read the opening statement? So somebody, can you please help me to read the opening statement? Gracia, please help me to read.
Kite is an object made from a light material which stretches over a frame. When a kite is floated into the wind, it will lift off the ground and fly.
All right. Now we have sequencing. Here in sequencing, we have 3 paragraphs. You see, children? So, sequencing means the paragraph that tells about how or why. So, this is your explanation. Okay, this is your explanation. Now, because the title or the topic is really simple, that's why here in this text, heading is not used. Heading is not used. If you compare this um, to your giant crystal cave, you use headings. Why? Because you have a lot of information to group, and so heading is used. But here in this text, it's a very simple text. So here, heading is not used, even though you have 3 paragraphs. All right? Now, I will ask Felicia to help me with the second paragraph. Please read.
Designed to make it light because it is heavier than air. When traveling over the surface of the kite is split into 2 streams of air. One stream of air goes over the kite, while the second stream of air goes under the kite.
Thank you.
The
See? Thank you, Felicia. You see, there are 2 streams of air. One over the kite, if you see the visual here, and another stream of air going under the kite. Okay, the third paragraph. The third paragraph, um, Gwen, help me, Gwen.
The upper stream creates an area of low pressures above the kite. The lower pressures hit the kite at a smaller angle and create an area of high pressures.
All right. Now the fourth, I would like to have Marcio. Can you please help me with the fourth paragraph?
The high pressure area has a pushing effect while the low pressure area has a pulling effect. The combination of push and pull creates enough force to lift the kite into the air.
There you go. If we see from the visual, you will see the upper area has a reduced pressure. Okay, so this is low pressure, this is high pressure. That's why it's pulling and pushing. Okay, sometimes it's pulling and pushing, and somehow it helps the kite to fly. The last one, the closing statement. Darren, help me, please. Can you all hear Darren, children? Darren, did you read it just now?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I see. Did what about you children? Did you listen? Did you hear Darren's voice?
I could hear some words only.
Okay, only some. All right. I think I also have a bad connection here because I sometimes hear your voice and sometimes I don't hear at all. So we have a closing statement. So children, this is what I want from you. I want title, I want opening statement or the opening paragraph, and then there must be sequencing or there must be paragraph that explains. All right? And so here you need to use connectives. That's how you do a sequencing. You need to use connectives. And then you have a closing statement. The last one to help is visuals. Visuals could be in forms of diagrams or in forms of picture. All right? All right, this is a labeled picture. This is a picture, but it's labeled. There's wind, there's a lift, and then pressure, and then there's the flow of the air or the wind. You see? So this is helping to explain too. Now, what I want you to do, here you go. You are going to write an explanation text. Everybody, you have to write this down on a new page. Or, no, you don't have to write this on a new page. But at least when you are writing the text, you have to write it on a new page. So when you take picture, you can just take picture of the whole page to send it to me. Is it clear? Can you please write this down now? Write an explanation text. This is the instruction for you today. The topic I'm giving you is how is water used in daily life? Very easy, isn't it? Very easy, but you have to think about it first, okay? Now you have to pay attention to the features of an explanation text. There are statements. Are you going to write them in present or past tense? And then you need specialized vocabulary. Don't forget that this is a requirement. You need to have an opening paragraph. You need to have a minimum 3 headings. Okay, everybody look at the screen now. Look at the screen now. All right. I know that the example I'm giving you is not using any headings. I have told you because this is so simple. So it's not using headings. But the other example that we have on our learner's book about the giant crystal cave, it's using headings because it needs more explanation. So also in this part, how is water used in daily life? I need you to make 3 headings. This is minimum. So if you can make 4 headings, go ahead. Okay? What is the headings about? Of course, the headings is about how water is used. You get it? Because that's the big topic. This is the topic. If you want to use this as your title, can you, children? Unmute yourself, please, and answer me. If you want to use this topic as a title, can you do that? I can't hear you, Thomas.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yes, the answer is yes. If you want to use this topic as a title, yes, you may do that. Okay, remember the headings. Okay, the heading should be seen clearly. Don't give me headings which is not seen clearly, just like you did on your leaflet or brochure. I got confused there. You need to give me clear headings. All right. And then you need one closing paragraph. Remember, you need to have topic sentence. Not really for each paragraph, but at least maybe for each headings. And then connectives. You need to use connectives. You need to use complex sentence. And then don't forget a diagram or a picture to support your explanation. Okay, I'm going to show you another thing from your Edmodo, all right? If you go to your Edmodo folder, okay, I'm going to folder. All right. Now, today's presentation is this, Unit 5 Explanation Text 2. So this presentation that you see here, I have put it in our Edmodo folder, and it's this one. Open it so you can check this, the structure, this, the example, and this, what I want from you. So you can always go back and forth with this information, and you can write your explanation text clearly within the instruction. All right. Okay. So please download this now. All right. And then write the instruction on a new page. New page. Write on a new page and use 3 headings. I will stop sharing now. Okay, do you have any questions? Do you have questions? No? So you have 25 minutes to do it now. Go ahead, children. Write the explanation text.